All right, here's an oldie but a goodie. It's been a while. You ready? All right. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in the honor of God and each other. We come together. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Hey, lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love, in the name of love.
Hey. Good morning to each and every one of you, and welcome to Pacific Coast Center for Spiritual Living. A very warm welcome to each person here today that's a member, and a especially warm welcome to any new people here today. We're so happy to have you. My name is Lauren Peach, and I'm a contributing member here at Pacific Coast, and I'm super happy to be your host. Thank you. A couple housekeeping items. If you parked behind someone in the parking lot, please grab a card from the welcome team and just put your name and phone number on it so we can get a hold of you if someone in front of you needs to get out of here. Please silence your cell phones so you don't disrupt the service. It's kind of annoying when it goes off. Here, we believe in a universal God, and that divine energy resides within us. What we teach here are the ways to stay connected to that divine energy, life source energy, and more importantly, how we can remove the barriers that keep us from accessing that energy so that we are able to live a peaceful, fulfilling, and authentic existence. This philosophy has changed my life, and hopefully has changed or will change yours too. We have a great program today, as we do every Sunday. We have our amazing music team led by Melissa Lewis. We have Michael Alamagna on the keyboard. Did I get it right? And Phil on the drums. We have our sound and streaming team, John and Matt back there. Thanks, guys. Our production coordinator is Jan and Jesse Keeler. Our platform practitioner today is Reverend Juanita Gardner. Our service support practitioners, Gina Overholt. Our pre-service meditation practitioners, Jesse Keeler. Our youth and family coordinator is Wenda Arcala, and our youth and family practitioner today is Marjorie Ray. Our leadership council representative is Terry Anderson. Wow, lots of love for Terry. We love you. Our hospitality team, they do a lot in the kitchen back there and work behind the scenes for us. Florian, Dina, and Janie, thank you, ladies. And thank you to everyone on the welcome team for greeting everyone with warm smiles. And that team is led by Janet Morash, so thanks, Janet. Our speaker today is our senior minister, Reverend Veronica Silva. Yay! And our theme for the month is More Together Than Alone. And if you could please join me in speaking our affirmation for 2025. Our lives are woven into a shared journey where we grow individually and collectively in learning, serving, and giving through life's challenges and changes. Reverend Juanita, if you could please light our candle today. This light represents the light that we are as a community. It'll be lit in our hearts.
Good morning. Oh, just settling into that place, that space where we recognize that there is only one, that power is within me, all around and about me, and in, through, and as each and every person under the sound of my voice and beyond. Because this is so, I know everything that happens this day is a divine perfect order. As we do the kickoff for our adventures in faith, more together than alone, I know that we stand up in peace, in power, in plenty, being the joy always, not affected by outside circumstances, just rooted in spirit. And I know that comes through the day. It comes to our attention as we live from that space of God in all, through all, and as all. And so it is.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am Terry Anderson. I am your treasurer, and very proud to be able to serve the community that I love, that feeds me, and anything I can do. And I thank Marjorie Ray for handing the baton, or throwing it for me to get it, but She's an awesome part of this community that has done so much to keep us going. So thank you, Marjorie. And with that, I will proceed to our collaboration vision. If you could read this with me. Through mindful and respectful exploration, we are creating a healthier foundation that supports and engages a whole beloved community, equipped to launch new strategies for a thriving spiritual center. And if you could just pause and listen to the words as I read these. This is our statement, our inclusion statement. We know all life is interconnected and sacred. We cultivate active care at the earth and honor all creation. We are committed to being a unified community where everyone is included and has equal access to actualize their full potential, regardless of race, color, religion, ethnicity, age, gender identity, sexual orientation, background, physical or mental ability. We live in loving, respectful coexistence with all. And now, for the community announcements. As I get this larger, forgive my eyes. Our 2025 Adventures of Faith book study begins this week. Yes, excited. Hopefully you're all signed up. We are so excited about this year's book, More Together Than Alone, by Mark Nepo. We will gather in small groups, either on Zoom or in person, and journey through this book together. If you registered for our community book study, please pick up your curriculum at the back of the room. And if you registered for a Zoom class, we emailed your Zoom link. Any questions, please check at the back table, and we will assist you. Okay, so here's something fun coming up. This is our Pacific Coast hiking group. If you would like, please take a screenshot of this with your phone. Our next hike is on October 25th at Bolsa Chica Wetlands, 5 minutes down the road from here. We meet by the Bolsa Chica Community Conservancy on Warner. Contact Wendy or Karen via text or email. It's a fun experience, or so I hear. And invite.
Good morning, good morning. I'm so excited about this movie screening that we are having on November 15th from 3 to 5 p.m. So if we have any 12-step people in the room, or you know someone in the 12-step community, this is a story of Bill W., who's one of the co-founders of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's his story about his spiritual journey, finding the God of his understanding and all the different ways that he has journeyed. And it has archived pictures and sound bites of Bill W. And so it's an award-winning documentary. And we will have the producer, one of the producers, Jay Stinnett, he will do Q&A with us after the movie. So please invite your friends. We'll do a coffee and meetup at 2:30 prior to the movie. We do recommend that you register ahead of time. So we want to invite all 12-step groups and meetings to join us. So we don't know how many that will be. We're not sure if we'll have seats at the door. So we do recommend that you register ahead of time. So please join us on Saturday, November 15th. Come for coffee at 2:30 and the movie at 3 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you goes out to Ian Overholt, Tori Senna, John Broderick, and Melissa Lewis as they assisted our Reverend Veronica in redoing her office. And giving it a fresh look. And if you ever saw the windows in there, you recognize it's fresh now. It was not so fresh back there. But it's a beautiful, beautiful place. So thank you to those who assisted. And, okay, now I invite you to go within while the bowls are played and enjoy the sacred music provided by the music team.
Right here and right now. With every breath I take, I'm letting go. Gonna let it fade away. Right here and right now. I'm getting out of my head. I'm dropping into my heart. Right now, right here, and right now. With every breath I take, I'm letting go. Gonna let it fade away. Right here, and right now. I'm getting out of my head and dropping into my heart. And how my mind can turn and twist and spin, just begging for some peace. It's how I know it's time to go within, be still and just breathe. Right here and right now. With every breath I take, I'm letting go. Gonna let it fade away. Right here and right now. I'm getting out of my head and dropping into my heart. And with each breath, I'll go deeper in this space and ground myself from the peace within this place. I can feel the love, it's flowing all around me. Right here, right now. Yeah, I can feel the love, it's flowing all around me. Right here, right now.
I can feel the love flowing all around me, right here, right now. I love music. I especially love music in which there is a message. Music that speaks to my heart and soul and that can become a part of my spiritual practice. Singer and songwriter Ricky Byers' most music does that for me. Last Saturday, Ricky had an event at her home, which all the choir members were invited to attend that had been in the choir before. Reverend Veronica, her mother Valerie, and I, as past choir members, were invited. Valerie and I attended, but Reverend Veronica and her mom were celebrating her father's 91st birthday. The choir was sung. The choir has sung at many places around the world, and she did a concert twice at this location before we unified with the Namaste and became Pacific Center for Spiritual Living. The lyrics to her songs, and sometimes just the titles, speak to me. Titles such as God is Enough for Me, I Walk in the Love of God, It All Fades into God, The Spirit of God is Upon Me, God will work through an open heart. Lyrics such as, how can I serve today, sweet Spirit? How can I serve today? Oh Lord, speak in ways that I can understand, speak in words that I can follow. Another one, someone needs a prayer today. Have you done your part? Have you prayed from your heart? Love, 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 love everybody. Love, love, love when it's hard to love. Our loving will change the world. Our loving will change the world. I just demonstrated that you don't have to be a singer to sing with the choir. Another phrase, if God is all there is, then everything is God. That's one of my favorite. Neither doubt nor fear can find a place with me. With God as my devotion, I'm sure of who I am, standing strong, filled with grace. I live the master plan. A radiant faith is my friend today, and I see my life in a different way. I'm not excited, I'm not crawling in despair, but I'm better than I have been. At the center of my mind, I'm sure I am calm, all is well. I've been concerned too long with what is going wrong. There's a way for sure, and what I have endured, I am now prepared to let it go and go to the city of God. And it follows in the following writing, as though God were speaking to us. She sings, I am in the darkness, I am in the light. See me if you can, everywhere I am. I am dwelling in the sunshine, dwelling in the shadow, dwelling in believers and in folks who don't know. I am all appearing, I am all invisible. I am the highest, I am in the very low. All of the ways I walked in pain, all the times I felt I couldn't go on, guilt, the shame, and all the things that held me down are falling away from me. Another favorite, can we plant a tree of love? What if we are vast enough to be strong? Is a pure capacity, solving the dilemma just by remembering the love we came to be. And I just read something different than what I wanted to read. I did this the last time I was up there. What is this with me in this, well, I guess what I'll try and ad-lib is what I have to do, because I don't have it up here with me. And it's really important to say this part, but I guess I'm not meant to. I'm embarrassed and ashamed, but it's not, it's just not here. So one of the things that I wanted to say was that it's the singing with the choir is more than just it's an experience, and they've sung in many places around the world, and they sung here for at least Ricky did a concert here twice, and as usual you'll see how wonderful she is later, but I just love the way they sing and how the message that they deliver is a message that you can live by. And they sung at Obama's inauguration. I didn't sing there, but I did. The highlight for me was when we sang at the United Nations, And I sang there, and that was really great. So that's what I'm going to show you now. I like singing with the choir, but I liked more looking at the choir, the way they look and how they sing, and it's just amazing, and I hope you enjoy it too. Ricky, Matt is going to play the tape so you can see, and you can see what I mean. It's just amazing to just be a part of that group, or have been a part of that group. Ricky had us at her home, and it was really a time for singing and just fellowshipping with people who get you. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. She's awesome. And I wanted to say, someone asked me, what do we believe about being saved? And I don't answer for other people, but that where she says, stand still and be your own salvation, that's what I believe about it. That's what resonates with me. So thank you.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. Our dreams, they are made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs with sepia tone loving. Love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart, like why are we here and where do we go and how come it's so hard? It's not always easy and sometimes life can be deceiving. I'll tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, we're always better when we're together. Yeah, we look at the stars when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah. And all of these moments just might find their way into my dreams tonight. But I know they'll be gone when the morning light sings and brings new things. For tomorrow night you'll see that they'll be gone too. Too many things I have to do, but all of these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day scene. I'd be under the impression I was somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we gotta do, or places we gotta be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree, yeah. Hey, we're always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between together. Yeah, we're always better when we're together. It's always better when we're together. I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. Hey, now and when I wake up, you look so pretty sleeping next to me. But there is not enough time. No, this is no song I could sing, and there is no combination of words I could say, but I will still tell you one thing: we're better together. Yeah. Always better when we're together. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well done, well done. Good morning, good morning. Yes, okay, I needed this little stool here. I got a few things going on. Welcome to AIF Week. Yes, it's here, it's here. So excited. All right, first, before I start, I need to acknowledge someone, and that, she doesn't know I'm doing this, is Jan. Can you please stand up for us? Yes. Woo! So this is Jan's last day as one of our production coordinators. She's amazing production coordinator. My goodness. She and her wife are moving to Mexico. And so we're just, I'm so grateful for all that you've done for us and your attention to detail and everything that you've helped to run our service. So thank you. Yes. Yes, yes. All right. So here we are. If you're new to our center, we once a year we do this community-wide book study. It's called Adventures in Faith. We pick a book that we feel will help to grow our community, asking deep questions like why are we in community? Who do we be in community? And this year we've chosen, as you've heard, Mark Nepo's book, More Together Than Alone. And so we're starting, if you haven't started already, we're starting to read the book. The curriculum is in the back of the room. We've had 11 of our congregants, 11 beautiful angels, who have created this curriculum for you. And so, including Reverend Bobby. Reverend Bobby also she was a big part of this because this was my first AIF, okay, and so it's a lot to put this curriculum together, and it's been beautifully done by 11 members of our congregation for you to study and go deeper in community. So let's give it up for the authors of the curriculum. And so why are we in community? Why do we come together in community? That's a really good question, because there's something sacred about being in spiritual community, right? And there's also some difficult work that's done in community as well. Would you say yes to that? Yes, as we grow together, learn about each other, rub each other, maybe the wrong way, we come together to grow. And that's one of the beauties of being in community, because left alone, who's going to rub us the wrong way? Right? And we're just going to be ourselves by ourselves at home, and no growth will be occurring, because that's one of the beauties and difficulties of being in community. So that's why we're choosing this, because now more than ever, I know you've probably heard that many times, but now more than ever, community and support is important. It's important. And I love Mark Nepo's quote. This is what he says: we are on the verge of either coming together or breaking further apart. This book was written, I think, in 2018, and I would say that is very true today. Very true today. And so that's the choice that we have as individual and as community, is, are we contributing towards coming together, or are we contributing to creating more separation? And so that is done by our words, our thoughts, and our actions. We know the metaphysics of what we put out comes back, right? Yes? And so who are we being in community? And the one thing about community is community can be scary sometimes, because you know how we have our personal space, right? We have that personal space, and then somebody walks past that personal space and we get all like, they're in my personal space, I'm uncomfortable. And so that's what happens with people. They come into whether they're in our personal space physically or, emotionally, we get to see, where do we constrict? Where's my fear start? Where does my fear start? Ooh, what a good question. And that's the awareness that we start to have. Instead of they, them, did this, that, one of the things we know is, where does the uncomfortability reside? Here. Some people call it a trauma response. I'm starting to call it a healing spot. It's a healing spot. We get to see, where is it within us that is asking to be healed? It's rising to the top because the angel came into my life and rubbed me the wrong way. Right? Instead of they, them, they did that, and this, that, there. The only way we can set ourselves free is when we go here. Expecting another to change, to make ourselves happy. Been down that road. Right? How's it going? Not so good. Right? And so that's the beauty of community. That's what the ask is to treat community in that way as a spiritual practice. As a spiritual practice. And so we go into this book study with that consciousness in mind. Okay, I'm going to look at community now as in a different frame. That this is my spiritual practice. And maybe I'm going to get a little bit deeper into it and touch the waters a little deeper than I may have in the past. And so that's my ask of you for over the next 4 weeks, is to look at community in that way. Because if there isn't a safer place to do it than here, I don't know where, right? Because we have a lot of people in this community who will hold your hand, really, to walk through it and have an understanding. Because we've gone through a lot as a community, have we not? We have gone through a lot in the merging of two communities. We have done, I would say, the undoable, the unthinkable as a community, and come together and have stayed together. And so there's a lot of wisdom in this room. And so I invite you, and I'm excited that we are starting on this journey. And So Mark Nepo asks us, what keeps us from caring for each other? You know, they say a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet, right? So it could be perceived that this room is full of strangers, or it could be perceived that this room is just friends we haven't met yet. Reframe, yes? So that's what I believe keeps us from caring, is that we perceive others as strangers. You know, this week's theme is oneness. And boy, if I haven't said this many times, I'm going to keep saying this. Oneness is not a practice for the faint of heart. Okay? Because when we really go into oneness and consider that we are one, which is a spiritual principle that we believe in here, that we are one with all that is. God is everywhere present in its entirety, everywhere present in everyone at all times. Yes? Yes. So in that oneness, in that interconnectedness, in that interdependence, I reside within you, and you reside within me. Whew. And not just us in this room either. The practice is good to build the muscle here, and then as we build the muscle, like you go to the gym, right? You start with the easier weights, right? And then we put a little bit more weight on the machine when we go outside of these doors, and then we practice even more. But we have the skill set because we practice here. Isn't that beautiful? It's like if any of you played sports of any kind, the more you practice, the better you get. The more you practice, the more resilience we have. And so that interdependence and interconnectedness and oneness is a big part of growing and being a part of a community, because if we really want to see this, there is no they, right? I am they and they am I. In the practice, or the Ubuntu, the statement of Ubuntu, an African statement, it says, I am because we are. We are because I am. So that's the interconnectedness that we are. So, and from that standpoint, it makes it, what keeps us from caring for each other, it takes down a little bit of that barrier that we might have, that little bit of, when we realize that I am you and you am I. And we can start, take baby steps into opening to that thought, this is, who's sitting across from me is me. You know, in the book, Mark Nepo talks about he's shoveling snow, and he sees his neighbor down, further down, and their neighbor's shoveling snow, and they're clearing their driveways, and he doesn't know the neighbor's name, but they're out there frequently shoveling the snow, so they wave to each other, hi, hi. And he has this thought, in a time of need, would I help my neighbor, and would my neighbor help me? If the electricity went off, or we ran out of food because the storm got really strong, would I help my neighbor? And when times are hard, it's been proven and shown, yes, that we help each other in times of struggle, like in 9/11 and in other devastating occurrences in this world. We go and help each other. But what prevents us from helping each other when there's no tragedy? What is that? What is that mechanism? And I don't have the answer for this. I'm asking because it's an individualized question. What is that mechanism that rushes us to go help someone during a tragedy that isn't there when there's no tragedy? What is that? I watched that terrible helicopter crash that's all over the news. And what I saw were people running to the helicopter to help. just not even, putting their own well-being aside. What is that mechanism? Ooh, that's a really good meditation and contemplation question to go into, because that means we have access to that within us that puts the greater good ahead of ourselves during tragedy. So if we can access that mechanism within us and we don't need a tragedy, we would change the world, would we not? Yes, we don't need a tragedy. So maybe that's a practice of contemplation for yourself, to ask that question: what is it within me? What part of me do I need to access that opens me up to the collective oneness that I am here to serve? Because I believe that is why we are here. Sometimes it feels like I'm here to serve me, and it's all about me, and me, and we've been trained that way. And especially in the United States, we are a me society, and it sometimes can be foreign to be a we society, to reach out and serve others. I don't think that we are naturally, that's like a natural, innate part of us. So, and Mark Nepo goes as far as to say that we are here to repair. Whoops, let me go here. Okay, let's not go here. Well, let's go here. Let's not. So he talks about, I know how you feel, Terry. These slides are really tiny. But he talks about repairing the world. And I'm kind of dancing with the word that he uses to repair, because it's saying that we're broken, right? But what I really think is he's saying is to help the world. And how we help the world, this is the really cool thing, is how we help the world is that we are all brought here with our own unique, individualized gifts. And that's our gifts that we were given at birth, or maybe you could even venture to say long before we were born, are here to help people. Not everyone, but there's some people that our innate gifts can serve. And so our job is to first cultivate that gift within us, and then find that place where we can repair, serve, help another. And I think that's such a beautiful painting, if you will, that we each have these gifts, and that there are people out there like a puzzle piece coming together, like the person who needs the gift and the person who has the gift, and they come together and they complete the picture of the puzzle. That's so beautiful to me, because we're giving of something that is within us naturally and easily and gracefully. I'm not that good of a painter, let's say. So my gift wouldn't be to teach people how to paint, right? It would be really difficult, because that's not in my wheelhouse. But there are some whose painting and art is their strong point, and they teach the world how to paint, because that's their wheelhouse. And there's people out there who want to learn how to paint. That just touches my heart, that beauty and that natural coming together that we can be for each other. And Mark Nepo also talks about the 6 balances, the 6 efforts of balance that help to repair us. He talks about these 6 efforts of balance, and I'm going to just briefly touch on them. And so the first balance is we are one, and that we affect each other. 2 is that we are part of a greater whole, and that we are connected. We are not isolated. It feels like we're isolated. We feel separate because we have this skin sack that makes us feel like we're separated. 3rd, that we meet our outer life with our inner life. That when we approach life, we come from within and meet our outer life with our inner life. And that our outer responses come from a deeper inner calling. So we're not reactive, that we're responsive. The 4th is to engage with all sides of paradox. I love that. engage with all sides of paradox. Paradox is just things that, you know, that we can invite. Paradox to me is like a mind challenge. Things, can we hold two opposing thoughts at the same time? You know, engage in that. And just like I'm asking you to engage in the idea that why can we help people without a tragedy? Can we do that? That's something to engage in. And that the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. And just from my vision looking out into you, I say yes to that. I say yes. And then participate in life, not just watch. When we are just observers of life and not participating, we can get a little judgmental. You know, it's kind of like if you're in the stands watching a football game or a baseball game and you're like, oh, yeah, why didn't he pass to that person? And how come he got sacked? And, you know, we're just sitting there, the armchair quarterback, right, you know, watching the game. So the invitation is to jump in and get on the field and actively participate in life. He says, if you're a reporter, at what point do you put down the camera and stop and hold the screaming child? That one got me, yeah. Because when we're just watching, we can be like a neutral party just watching, but there's a screaming child in front of you. You know, that's where we dig into the compassion and the interconnectedness. And 6, have courage. Have courage to bear witness to how things come together with the same urgency as we bear witness to how things fall apart. We are so good at putting our attention on how things fall apart, what's not working, why is that happening? Can we have that same energy, that strength, that intention, that focus on the things that are working, on the goodness of life? You know, there's a lot of goodness out there, and you're not going to find it on the television. You know, the messages that the universe, that God wants to share with you are not on your cell phone. They are when you are seated in quiet, when you are breathing, when you are doing your yoga practice, when you are just being still and knowing. That's where in the truth lies. That's where we be. And we can hear the answers for ourselves. I say yes to that, indeed. And I really wanted to spend a little bit of time on the first balance because I think it's like foundational of these 6 balances that he talks about. And so when we see a need and we want to go help or offer our gifts, that we remember that we are not standing apart as outsiders or saviors. Okay? That we are part of the same web of life, and that we are affected by and contributing to the same whole. Helping isn't a one-way act, it's a shared process that also changes us. When we are helping someone, we also are being changed. I love that. You know, it's not selfish to want to be of service. When I was as a really active member of Alcoholics Anonymous, you know, I went to meetings, and they came up to me and would say, do you have a commitment here? And I was like, commitment? What's that? You know, me and my judgy self. And they would say, you know, to be of service, to help at the meetings. I was like, no. And they're like, okay, here's a broom. And I was like, oh, thank you. Boy, do I, you know, let's do this. And I started sweeping the floors and coming early and putting out the cookies and sweeping the floors after the meetings and helping. And what that did for me was, 1, I started to feel part of the group. And 2, I started to my problems in life just didn't seem so significant when I was being of service, because I was being changed by helping. I didn't know that was happening at the time. It was starting to change me. And it's a beautiful thing. And all of a sudden, my problems at that time didn't seem so big and unsurmountable. And I started meeting people and helping, and created a whole new set of friends that, supported me, because we all had common language and we were doing, supporting the meetings. And I didn't know at the time that is transferable everywhere. If you go anywhere and you feel uncomfortable, if you have any type of like social anxiety at all, if you just, I'm not going to say pick up a broom, but metaphorically, pick up a broom and start serving the group, all of a sudden, all of that barrier that we put up through our social anxiety starts to dissipate. Why? Because you are helping another, and it is changing you. And all of a sudden, all of that anxiety goes away, and you start to feel a part of. It's a beautiful thing. I definitely suggest trying that. And, when you guide someone through grief, it's a lot of times grief, people want to avoid it because it gets you right in your heart. How do I help this person who just lost a loved one? But their grief opens your heart as well. And it's such a selfless act to serve someone who's going through grief. And you are definitely changed by that. Also, about the first balance that he says is every interaction, even when we think we are the one offering aid, changes us. And this reminds us to stay humble and aware. Like I said, we're not the saviors. We are interconnected. As we help others, we help in ourselves. The act of helping or repairing is reciprocal. There is a constant exchange of energy, emotion, and understanding. This is our interconnectedness. It's beautiful. And he says the physics of this process is called cause and effect. The way energy, compassion, and connection move between us. Our responsibility is to acknowledge and make visible that mutual influence, and to live and teach that healing, service, and repair are not done to others, but with and through others. So this book is an amazing book. You will be moved and touched by his teachings in this book, because it really, it can be overwhelming to think, I have to repair the world. But no, it doesn't start. It just starts in whatever little community you're in the moment. It starts right there, right where you're at. That's where it begins. We don't have to worry about the macrocosm. We just take care of the microcosm in front of us. And that will have a trickle-out effect into the macrocosm, okay? One person at a time, one heart at a time, one life at a time. And I want to close, I love this. It says, community by itself isn't an antidote to all of our ills. Community needs to be diverse to be healthy. When we can try on another's life, I love that. When we can try on another's life, see for a moment what they see, and feel for a moment what they feel, then we begin to trust and embrace our differences. Then the totality of life's diversity keeps strengthening the common force of life that we share. Is right. We welcome diversity. Our inclusion statement declares that. And diversity creates a strong, solid foundation for which we can build on. And so if there is anyone in your life that you don't understand, or you're not sure of, or you can't see through their lens, I challenge you to reach out to them and ask hard, difficult questions that you might be embarrassed, like that you don't know about. Maybe you don't know something about LGBTQIA plus community. Reach out and ask. Maybe there's something about our African American community that you don't know and you're kind of embarrassed to ask. Reach out and ask. Create the bridge. Create the open hearts. And begin to welcome the diversity that keeps strengthening the common force of the life that we share. And remember that love does not mean agreement. It doesn't mean we agree with everyone. Just when we love, it's the choice to see the humanity in one another. Yes. And so I know I kind of ask a lot of you guys. It's only because I know you can do it. It's because you're in this room that I'm asking it. And so that is my ask for you. So let's go into prayer. As I know and declare right here and right now that this one God, this omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent God, who is saying yes to all that are here today, that as we are one, interconnected, interknowing, interhelping, that I declare that our community is a community of love, that we are a community of support, and that we are a community of awareness and self-growth, and that we take our gifts that we all have and we share them where we see, knowing that we are changing lives and that we are changed because of it. I am so grateful, so thankful for this beautiful community called Pacific Coast Centers for Spiritual Living, knowing that as a whole, we make a difference. As we say together, and so it is, and so it is. Thank you.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Yeah, we are family. I got all my sisters and me. Yeah, we are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we are together as we walk on by. Yeah, we fly just like birds of a feather. I will tell you no lie. All of the people around us, they say, hey, can we be that close? Just for a record, we're giving love in our family doors. We are family. I got all my sisters in me. Ray, you need to come up here. We are family. Get up, everybody, and say, yeah, we are family. Hey, yeah, I got all my sisters in me. Oh, yeah, now we are family. Come on, get up, everybody, and say, living life is fun and we're just begun to get our share of this world's delights. High hopes we have for the future and our goals inside. No, we don't get depressed. Here's what we're gonna do, our golden rule. Hey, yeah, have faith in you and the things you do. You can't go wrong. Oh no, this is your family too. Yeah, we are family. Oh yeah, hey, I got all my sisters and me. Yeah, we are family. Come on now,
Thanks, music team. Can we hear it for our awesome music team? And thanks, Rev Veronica, for reminding us about our interconnectedness and how important service is. And I liked what you said just about how when we are in service to others, our problems become a little more minimal. I definitely can relate to that. Now is the time of community giving. As stakeholders in the community, we give today as part of our spiritual investment so that we can continue to be fed here each and every week. And I'd like to invite our ushers up. Today we have Donna, Janet, Cheryl, and Diane. And as the ushers pass around the basket, we'll speak our community, our giving statement. We give with open hearts to this community with shared commitment and purpose. As we give, we prosper, cultivating growth, connection, and shared abundance for all. And there's several different ways to contribute today. You can obviously put cash money in the baskets. You could text a tithe to the 562 number on the screen. You can donate on our website. We also accept Venmo. Could our practitioners here please stand up? We have this amazing gift in our community that we have licensed practitioners here to support us through our troubled times and also to celebrate with us in our really good times. These folks are here to pray with you if you have an extra need for the week or an extra need in your heart that you need support for, and they'll be over by our little patio after service if you need some support in prayer today. You can also grab a card at the front if you just want prayer throughout the week and you want anonymous prayer. So look up in the front and just grab a card and fill it out, and they'll pray for you. Rev Juanita, could you come take out our candle today? Oh, I'm sorry. Gina, could you come take out our candle today? Let us open the circle and take our light into the world with our intentions from today's service. All right, Rev V. Come close us out.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Are y'all ready? Okay. All right. So if you're able, please stand. We're going to do our moving prayer here. Prayer in action. This is our benediction. Recognizing that we are life. Yes? Yes. Okay. All right. Pacific Coast, what's happening right here and right now?
Something wonderful is happening
Through me right now. Yes, and what do we call it? It is this thing called life. And where do we find this thing called life?
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body. Life is all that I am. And life is all that we are. Yes. And this thing called life, what do we do with it? I accept it, I am it, and I share it with all. All right, this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Okay, when someone just kind of rubs us a little wrong. So how are we going to accept life? Just the way it appears and just the way it appears not. All right, let us feel life from below our feet. Feel our feet connected to the earth. Feel life filling our legs. Life is filling our torso, filling our arms and our legs and our face. Let's say this together. Thank you, life. Woo!
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Come on, everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us be reminded who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah.